Hey guys, Joe Madden here of Pick Dogs. It's Thursday, December 2nd, and I am joined by our soccer experts, Goran and Ashley. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks, Ashley. What about you, Goran?
Yeah, pretty good. Can't complain so far. But there's still a few hours left in the day, so who knows what's going to happen.
Well, I know there's games going on right now, you guys. You guys got bets in them. What is happening?
Yeah, waiting on that Manchester United Arsenal game. It's 2-2 right now, 62nd minute. It's kind of back and forth game. It's quite a decent match, but I have United on the money line, so we'll see what's going to happen in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, hopefully it pulls through. I am finished. So I had a 4-pack today. 3 of them are finished, and I've won those. So I'm just sweating one match in Portugal Liga 2. I have Casapia -1, and they're up 1-0. So I'm hoping the worst I do is push here. And then that's it for me. I'll be done after that one.
That's awesome. Did you guys have any other games that were finishing after our live show yesterday that you wanted to talk about, or did everything finish before that? I thought there was maybe one still going on.
Was there something in Bolivia, Ashley, that you gave out maybe yesterday?
But yeah, that one was for today, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you know what, you guys? Pretty exciting. We got people from India watching.
Yeah,
Wow.
really. I don't think
Awesome.
I've seen a person from India yet on Big Dogs.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah,
no, but they're in here for soccer.
And I'm starting to bet the Indian Super League the last several weeks too. So that's cool. Really, really good league for goals there.
Absolutely. So what's happening today, guys? You got some games going on you want to talk about?
We didn't have a lot today going on. There was a few games in Serie A. We had a lot of goals in Serie A today. I think in that first game, it was Torino and Empoli that ended in a 2-2 draw. We have Lazio Udinese going on. That's 4-3 right now for Lazio. We had 2 red cards in that game, a bunch of yellow cards, fouls all over the place. So it's quite an exciting game, but I think that both of us decided to skip this game.
Yeah, I
But,
took.
yeah.
I was on Torino and Empoli, both teams to score, and that one hit pretty quick, so that was nice. But I wish I would have taken the over in the Lazio match, but I didn't mess with that one.
Yeah, I think we had a Tottenham game as well, Tottenham Brentford, and Tottenham got a 2-0 win. I believe we gave out Tottenham on the money line, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you did. Yep. And I'm glad you talked me off of it. I kind of was thinking Brentford might score, but you talked me off of it. Thankfully, it saved me from betting a loser there.
You're welcome.
That is awesome. You guys, what about tomorrow? Great matchups tomorrow. Anything that you're liking that you want to talk about now?
Yeah, we got a few good games tomorrow, but not a lot to be honest. But let's start with German Bundesliga. We have Union Berlin and Leipzig playing. What do you think about that one, Ashley?
I like both teams to score here. It's a little bit juiced for me. I mean, it's not too bad. I think like around -143. So I don't think I'll be betting this one personally. Leipzig was supposed to be doing so much better than they are. You know, they'll put up 3 goals and then they have trouble scoring a goal. So, I mean, both teams to score. I think both teams do score, but do I want to risk that amount of juice? I would say, if anything, I would take both teams to score and over 2.5 because I think with the firepower of Leipzig when they play well, they do have the ability to score more than one. So if you take both teams to score in the over 2.5, you just need one or the other, and they're capable of scoring just to hit an extra goal for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do my best to avoid this game for tomorrow, just because it's all over the place. Leipzig is still without a win on the road so far this season, and they are not really scoring a lot of goals on the road. While Union Berlin has been pretty solid so far at home, and they are actually above Leipzig in the standings right now. And one more thing is that Leipzig needs a win in the Champions League next week if they want to get to the Europa League, just because Club Brugge is right behind them with the same number of points. So at least they need the draw and hope that Club Brugge won't get a win. But in this game, honestly, if you're gonna take anything, guys. Take both teams to score. I'm kind of smelling 1-1 in this game, and honestly, I wouldn't push for anything more.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's a good idea. If you like shooting for value, maybe throw in half a unit on the draw. But I personally won't be. I love betting this league, but not this matchup. I won't be betting this one.
Let's move to Spain, Ashley. We have Granada and Deportivo Alaves. What do you think in that game?
Yeah, so these are two of the lesser bet teams, but I actually like them. Granada is not a very good team, but they're a sneaky team that always seems to find the back of the net, whether it's against Barcelona or the lower sides like Alaves. So, and with their leaky defense, I like a straightforward both teams to score in that one. I think Granada is actually in a little bit better form right now, but I think both teams can score with the leaky defenses and somewhat capable offenses.
Yeah, Alaves has only one loss in their last 7 games, and they have been playing pretty well. But Granada hasn't been that bad as well. So, uh, like you said, I think this game could end up in a draw, whether it's that going to be 0-0 or 2-2 draw. But honestly, I'm going to give it a shot on the over in this game. It's plus 150, and that's a fantastic price whenever the over is happening. So I
Yeah.
know that these teams are not scoring a lot, but they are both conceding a lot, especially Granada, who has already conceded 22 goals so far this season. So personally, I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting this game in my premium or even bet on this game.
No.
But if I will definitely take the over just because I don't think there's anything else that can get us more value and safer
Yeah.
way to, I don't know, get a win in this one. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
not much value to be found on it, unless you want to take a shot at one of their team totals over 1.5, which I think could happen. But the over, like you said, just might be the safer route instead of trying to guess which one puts up 2 goals. So. But yet again, is a stay away for me.
Yeah.
Okay, before you guys move on to the next game, we do have a question from one of our listeners right now, watchers right now. I know you guys want to interact more with the audience. So who wants to take a shot at this one? Can you guys see the question there?
Yeah,
You
I
go
can see
on.
the question. You know what? I think we're gonna have quite a few games now over Christmas break, especially when the teams are gonna be playing every 3 or 4 days. So we're gonna probably have 2, 3 games a day. So honestly, I would take the over depending on the game. But if I'm gonna bet on the over, I'm gonna take the over in the second game of the week on the same team, just because the legs are gonna be tired. On both teams, the defenses are going to start getting sloppier and sloppier with every game. So, but like I said, honestly, for me, it kind of depends on the game, but and the injuries as well. But if you're taking it, take it in the second game of the week.
Yeah, with totals, I think that doing the 2 games a week actually does, like Goran said, I think it kind of helps lean to the overs because you're not suffering quite as much fatigue when they're playing like every 3 days or so. So I don't. I would say that looking at overs, not just in general, but teams that specifically you like the overs on, I think it's worth giving them even more of a look in that case when they're playing twice a week.
Definitely some great advice there, you guys. If you guys have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comments. We'll try to get them in between these games here. So I'll let you guys move on to the next game.
Thank you. So, Ashley, we got a nice matchup in Belgium. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, I love this matchup. So this is a team called Union Saint Joie, I believe is how you pronounce it. They're one of my go-to teams, and I actually really like them in the spot because they're coming off of an embarrassing loss their last time out, which cost me some money on that one. But I like them always, but especially coming off of a loss. And to me, rather than I think taking them on the money line is a great bet, but I would just take the other team out of the equation altogether and getting a fantastic price for Saint Joie. Team total over 1.5 at minus 120. And I think that's a steal. I don't think it will stay at that price.
Yeah, that's a great pick, Ashley. And Union has been scoring a lot of goals so far this season. They have only one loss on the road so far, and they're playing an average team right now. the team that's in the 11th place and they're dropping. And honestly, we won't see anything more from that team. But Union has scored 23 goals in 8 games on the road so far this season, which is absolutely amazing. That's almost 3 goals in average per game. Like you said, they're coming off of a loss, and it was a quite embarrassing loss at home.
Yes.
So, uh, personally, personally, I would actually squeeze this to take Union and over 2.5 on the road, and that's the price. We are getting plus 175 at that price. If
Yeah,
that's if that's kind of too steep for you guys, take Union on the money line on the road, and I think that's one of the easiest winner that we're gonna have tomorrow.
yeah. I mean, you're talking about a team that is averaging close to 3, right, and only conceding 1, and like you were talking about their last 8 games, but they scored 17 in just their last 5. So that is averaging over 3. So it's just a team that they can put up if they want to 5, 6 goals a match. So yeah, I think betting the team total over 1.5 or 2.5 either way, or money line. That's one of my go-to teams. So definitely
Yeah.
personally be betting this one for sure.
Is there anything you like in Portugal tomorrow, Ashley?
You and I were kind of talking about the Sporting match. I don't bet that league a lot, but when I do, typically it is Sporting, and they're on a hot streak right now and doing really well. So I haven't sat and broken that one down yet, but I'm looking at a couple of different ways to bet Sporting, possibly on a double chance or taking the team total. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think I'll be betting that. Just haven't made up my mind which way.
Honestly, Benfica is the favorite this game. I think only because they're the home team. Sporting is on a 12-game winning streak. They have been playing absolutely brilliant as of late, and they have secured the spot in the Champions League for the next stage already. So they have nothing to worry about next week. While Benfica, on the other hand, they do need a win in their last Champions League game. Yes, I will explain the double chance. Give me just a second, please. Benfica does need a win in their group in the Champions League, just because it kind of depends on if they're going to qualify for the next stage or don't. And they have been a bit sloppy as of late. So I was thinking about taking Sporting on the money line just because the price is fantastic, plus 375. But I decided to take them on the double chance, which means that the game can end in the draw or Sporting to win the game. So you're covering 2 out of 3 possible outcomes for yourself, and it's plus 100. I think that's one of the best bets that you can get all day. And at the moment, Sporting is also chasing the top of the table. They are sharing it with Porto with the same number of points. So honestly, I don't think there's any other way to go in this game, if you ask me.
And what is this? Is the spread? Are we getting like plus how many goals with Sporting there?
I honestly don't know, but if you do some shopping, you can pick whatever you want. Actually, it's plus 0.5 plus 1, and that's minus 111 or something like that on Sporting. So that's also a pretty great price.
The plus 5 is about the same thing as a double chance. If you guys have books where you can find a full plus 1 on Sporting, I would go that route, because then that way, if they lose by 1, then you push. And if they draw,
Sporting is 130-ish right now, which is also pretty great.
That's the way that I would take it. I do love the double chance. I think you're getting fantastic value, and I think there's a good shot that the worst they do is draw. But I'm going to give myself that little bit of insurance with that 1 goal, just in case they happen to lose by a goal. Then I get my money back. So plus 1 for me on that one. I haven't made up my mind before we started talking about it, and now I'm going to bet it after the show. So.
Okay, you guys, you saw it in the question. Someone wants to know exactly what you mean by that double chance.
We did just explain it, Joe. That means that Sporting can win the game, or it can end in the draw, and then you get a win, whatever. So you're basically covering 2 out of possible 3 outcomes for you, and that's plus 100, like I said, which is absolutely fantastic price.
Yeah, there's different ways you can take double chance. So you can take, say, if we're taking Sporting or draw, that means if Sporting wins or they draw, you win. The only way you lose is if they lose. So there's, 3 options. It's just giving you a chance, 2/3 shot to hit it. Or you could take a double chance on Sporting and the other side, meaning it won't end in a draw. So as long as either of those teams win, then you win your bet.
Great way to bet it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a little bit expensive sometimes when
Okay.
you
Get tricky.
win.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What kind of juice would you be looking at paying on something like that?
Oh God, on some, if you're having two really good teams like this, you could be looking at, like a minus 500.
Oh, okay.
Taking an underdog on a double chance is great.
Yeah.
Because like I said, as long as they don't lose, you're good. It ends in a draw. And a lot of people won't bet soccer because they hate, right? When you bet something, a team, and then it ends on a draw. So that's a way to give you a chance to still win if it does end in a draw. So you kind of try to work your way around draws a little bit.
Okay.
And so Ron is asking, is this the same as a draw no bet? No. So the difference in a draw no bet and a double chance is, say, if I take Sporting on a draw no bet, and then that match ends in a draw, then I don't lose, but I get my money back. So if it's a draw, it's like you didn't bet it in the first place. Whereas a double chance, usually a little bit pricier, but if it ends in a draw, you win your bet. So with a draw no bet just means just like straightforward, like it says. If it's a draw, it's like it's like you never even bet it.
I absolutely love it. Thanks for explaining that, you guys. Any other games for tomorrow you want to talk about?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. There is one more game in Portugal. That's Porto playing on the road. But honestly, I would skip this game just because they need to win the Champions League next week, and it's going to be hard for them to get it. So I think they might shuffle their lineup here, and honestly, I wouldn't even consider betting them. So that's about it that we have for tomorrow, Joe.
Well, there's one that I do have my eye on.
Okay.
So I like betting the Russian Premier League a decent amount, just a handful of teams, and Zenit St. Petersburg is pretty strong side, and their goal scoring about half of their goals in the first half and about half of them in the second half. And to me, it's a little bit juicy, but it's worth it. So I actually like Zenit to score in both halves tomorrow, and you can get that at minus 130. So it doesn't matter if they win or lose or what the other team does. If they score a goal in each half, then you win your bet. And I probably personally am going to be betting that one.
Yeah, in that game, honestly, I would just take Zenit in over 2.5. It's minus 150. It's not a great price, but Zenit is the best team in Russia.
Yeah.
It's not even a competition. They have won, I think, 4 of their last 5 titles. They are not doing so well in the Champions League, but they never even had the ambitions to do anything just because the quality difference between them and the big European teams is still pretty great. So they are focusing on the Russian Premier League. Maybe if they get to the Europa League, but that's about it. So Zenit in over 2.5, I think that's a pretty safe bet. And I think it's a pretty safe bet, the pick that Ashley gave out. So, and you're getting the better price for it.
Yeah, and it's a way, it's difficult for a lot of people who just start betting soccer. It's like you see this massive favorite of minus 400 and, then you throw the draw in the mix and no one really knows what to do. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to take the other team out of the equation. Like I expect Zenit to smash this team, but in case, they're not that geared up for it, I'm not laying that price on the money line. So I'm just saying, hey, do I think that they can score in each half? Sure. I mean, they're a strong team and I'm getting at minus 130. And that way, you're not worried about these huge money lines. And it literally doesn't even matter what the other team does, even if they win. So sometimes you just, it pays to kind of isolate teams and just try to take the other side out of the equation altogether.
Okay, quick question for you guys. With everyone out there listening, I know you have all of your premium packages over at pickdogs.com. Ashley and Goran, what can people expect from your packages? What are the highest money lines that they can expect to get in there? What kind of bets are you guys putting out?
Yeah, I know that Ashley rarely goes under minus 140 or something like that. And me too, for that matter. But sometimes you just need a winner, so you put in like minus 160 or something like that. But those are very rare cases. As of late, I've been putting like plus 300 picks in my packages, and I've been winning them. So I think you can expect a lot of great picks. So
yeah, so you will never see. Well, I can give you a specific example of like yesterday and today. Yesterday, I had a plus 155. That's where I took a goal scorer prop in the Real Madrid match. So I took Real Madrid to win, but I tried to add value there. So I also took Benzema to score, and that was a plus 155. I had a both teams to score an over in a Serie A match that I believe was around minus 120. And then I believe the over that I had was like minus 125. Yeah, I will very, very rarely, unless I really like the spot, I'll lay a minus 150, but that might be once a month. Yeah, I'm not the kind of capper, and I don't think, from what I've seen of Gore and either, it's like, ridiculous sites that claim 90% winning percentage because they're laying minus 500 and you lose one match and you have to win 5 just to break even. Yeah. You will never see a minus higher than a minus 150 on anything that I bet. And I do bet a lot of plus money also, because I take a lot of goal scorer props and outright winners.
And that's not only in our premiums. We do the same thing in our videos and live shows. So it's not like we are giving you picks where you're going to actually lose money if you win a pick. So
Right.
Absolutely. Well, I know you guys have some new videos coming out shortly here. If you guys want all of their best picks, make sure you head over to pickdogs.com. Like they said, you're going to get great value within those picks and great packages too at affordable prices. So you guys head on over, check them out, and join them tomorrow for the live show right here on Pick Dogs. And until next time, keep smiling, you guys, and let's make some money.